Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're doing well, enjoying life, taking some profitable trades, and not losing too much money to this market. So on the weekly, unfortunately, we still don't have a convincing market structure break. In my opinion, we got stuffed again at the on the weekly here. We had a serious sweep after a very, very nice move up. Bitcoin moved up about 20% from the low at 80,000 up to 98,000, so just shy of 100,000, which I think a lot of people were expecting. And then we got met with a whole lot of bullshit. Some Trump stuff, some Greenland stuff, some Michael Saylor buying $2 billion above 97,000, some fucking how. I don't even know how that makes sense, but sure. Now, I want to mark out this weekly level because I still think that the 12-hour, the daily, all of these time frames, and we've been talking about this for months, they are bullish, in my opinion. You have a low, you have a higher low, you have a higher low than that, and then you have a high, a higher high, a higher high, higher highs here, and now a fresh high that we made exactly a week ago. In my opinion, as long as we continue to close above 85,000, especially if I was hoping we'd get some closes above 90,000, like this level right here. Unfortunately, dreams don't always come true, but um, that's kind of what we're dealing with here. So on the 3 day, I want to switch over and show you that it's basically identical to the weekly. There wasn't a lot of price action during the holiday season, but I still think 3 day is a pretty high time frame to work with. So you got a lot of can make some really for some really good strong setups. Um, I think that as long as we continue to hold this low, it could also come down and sweep it, come down to like 86,000, sweep that level, hit us with one of these and then just continue up. I still think that 106, 110, 112,000 is not out of the question. Yes, I do think that we're going to break below 80,000 at some point in 2026, but I'm not in the business of telling you what's going to happen in fucking June or August. I have no idea. I want to know what's going to happen next so I can make money on it, right? So, um, again, back to the 3 day, we are in this weekly level. On the 3 day, we did break market structure to the upside, right? You see how we have this close above all the previous highs. And so at this point, you'd be looking for pullbacks. Now, ideally, now what everybody was looking at was this high right here at like 94,000 to hold. We smashed right through that motherfucker. And then we were hoping that 90K would hold. That didn't hold either. But we are now inside of a weekly zone, right? Again, going back to the high time frame idea, if you're looking at high time frame charts, then the probability of success in your trade idea that you made off the weekly is probably going to work out better than if you are trying to draw out ideas on the hourly, on the 15-minute, right? So, with that said, I still think this is, while it doesn't look super bullish, I still think this pullback is forbidding. Okay, I still don't think we're due for a break below 80K. And I think that, like I said, it could come down, sweep one more time. I've got some alerts down here. But generally speaking, I think you want to get long this. I think this is one of those pullbacks that is kind of over amplified because we have a bunch of news and a bunch of headlines to go along with it. But besides that, if not for the news, if not for everything else, I think this pullback would have been much less severe. Obviously, low time frames all look very, very bad. Everything's just really nice, like perfect retest and then lower down. Perfect retest, lower down. Um, so if you made money shorting, by the way, alts gave some incredible setups. So if you were around, if you were locked in, congratulations. There was a lot of room to make money in the last week, 2 weeks. Frankly, it's been a really good month for trading. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to blast out this quick video. I think higher before lower. I'm still in the camp of like 106 before 80,000. And I think that if you have spare capital and if you're, looking to load up, this is not a bad time to be doing that. You have a pretty clear invalidation. If we lose this level, you can start exiting positions because then we're probably going to take out all of these lows, right? There's all these very fresh, ripe lows. Everybody's talking about them, right? So I think if this right here, doesn't hold around 86.5, then you probably exit longs and wait for a little bit lower just to see what the market is going to tell you, because we know Bitcoin. This could literally just do this, right? It won't necessarily do something like this and then give you a reason or the opportunity to exit before going back lower. It could literally just dump in one fucking candle. People could offload and you get caught offside. So yeah, that's what I think. I think you probably pay close attention to this level that we're in right now, and just currently right now, looking at this 4 hour candle that's forming, that's going to close in about 40 minutes. We have a pretty serious sweep into, again, inside this weekly potential order block. I wish I can call this a weekly order block truly, but I know it's not because we got the weekly close below. But on the 3 day, if you want to zoom into the 3 day, we do have a 3 day order block. So you're looking for some bullish price action within this area. Um, and I think for the first time, you're actually starting to see it. There weren't any meaningful sweeps this entire way down, right? On the 4 hour and the 12 hour, there were no sweeps whatsoever that I could see. But now it looks like we are printing one right now. If I could learn how to use TradingView just one time, that would be sick. So you see what I'm saying? There's a potential trade right here. I think wait for the 4 hour to close, 12 hour if you want some higher probability. Maybe wait for a bit of a pullback, but I still think that $100,000 is not out of the question. You have a pretty good, risk reward ratio, an excellent risk reward ratio right here if you get a good entry. And that's it. That's it. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Don't really want to cover Ethereum and Solana. They look pretty much identical to this. So yeah, I still think higher before lower. Lower being below 80,000. I still think we see six-figure Bitcoin before we see 70,000s. So that's it. I hope that helps. If it doesn't, that's okay too. I love you regardless. I'll see you later.